Today we're going to make a Google Forms quiz, and we're going to start by going to the plus new up in Google Drive, mouse down to more, and then mouse over to Google Forms and click on that. Alright, next we will give our quiz a title here. And if you go click over on the title in the top left, it will automatically populate that title that you typed at the top of your quiz, top of your form. Alright, since this is going to be a quiz, we're going to go over to the settings wheel on the right, click the settings. We want to make sure that we are collecting email addresses, that we are given a response receipt always, and we're going to limit to one response since it's a quiz. On your screen, you're also going to have an option you want to check that says restrict to users in Princeton Independent School District and trusted domains. That's going to make sure that only your students can access it, and when they are submitting their answers to the quiz, you're going to automatically collect their school Gmail address as well. When you're collecting their school Gmail address, that's for security of the test there. There's no question who it came from. So still inside the settings menu, let's click over to quizzes, and we're going to slide the little bar there. Click that to slide the bar to turn on the quiz. We want to release the grade immediately after the submission if you want kids to get that feedback right away. You can choose what kind of feedback they'll get, questions that they've missed, what the correct answer was supposed to be. You can turn that off or on, and the point value for each question. So let's hit save there, and let's go and make a quiz question. Alright, so for our first example question here, we will give it a question number. What year did the Civil War start? We're going to make sure we want to have this as multiple choice. Option 1 will be 1861, 1862. We could just press the arrow key down to get to the next line, 1863, and then 1864. Now you want to go down here to where it says answer key and click on that. Go ahead and click on the correct answer, and then you can give it a point value. For this example, I'm going to have 2 questions, so I'll make them both worth 50 points each. Once you've assigned the point value and chosen the correct answer, you can click that, or you must click the blue edit question again to get back out to this screen. Alright, for our second question, we're going to try, instead of a multiple choice, we'll try a short answer. This can be a little bit trickier to get it to work, but if you're doing something where the answer is very specific, you're going to be able to do this no problem. So we'll test this with a math question here for question number 2. So 2 plus 2 equals. I'm going to go down to the answer key. I'll put the correct answer of 4 and make my point value 50. And we want to mark all other answers incorrect. And go back to edit question. Now with math, this is going to work really well where the answer is a very specific number. If you're using an open-ended question here and the answer is a word, if it's spelled incorrectly at all, it will count it wrong. So, maybe that will work for you, maybe it won't. Keep that in mind. Now that we've made our quiz, we can go ahead and share it. Hit send here, and if you go to the link, you'll be able to just get a copy of the link if you want to post it into Google Classroom, or when you're adding it through Google Classroom, you just select it from your Google Drive that way. I'm going to email this one to myself through that link so that we can take it and test it out. Alright, so here's what our quiz looks like from the perspective of the student. When you're using this inside the Princeton ISD system, it's going to automatically collect and populate this email address right here. Alright, so let's answer the questions here. 1861 and 4, and we'll hit submit. Immediately we can hit view score and we can see that we got a 100. It tells us which questions we got right or wrong, and also what the correct answer was. Okay, so let's take a look at our responses here from our quiz. We can go back to our quiz screen and click on the responses tab, and we will get data here, summary of what everyone's answered for all the questions. We can check it by question, and we can check it by individual score for each individual submission that you've received. So you can scroll through these to get everyone's score. If you're putting these in your grade book, it'll be right here under the scores part. On the summary, you'll have a list of everyone's email address and their score, so you can quickly get those to add to your grade book. You can also click the create a spreadsheet button up here if you want to create a spreadsheet of this data so that you can use it for other things.